The general steps for writing a program include the following: understand the problem you are trying to solve, design a solution, draw a flowchart, write pseudocode, write code, test and debug, test with real-world users, release program, and iterate the steps for the next version. This lesson will look more closely at using pseudocode. A computer program is written in a language that a computer can understand. There are hundreds of different programming languages, each with their own logic and syntax. Writing code is not difficult, but requires great attention to detail and can be very time-consuming. In order to start writing a program without having to worry too much about the details of a specific programming language, programmers use pseudocode. Pseudocode is a plain English version of the detailed steps of a computer program that can be read by non-programmers. Pseudocode is written in English so the human can easily understand it, but it looks like programming. However, pseudocode is not an actual programming language. It contains well-defined structures that resemble programming languages, but these are not unique to one particular language. You may also encounter pseudocode in textbooks on computer programming. Instead of focusing on the syntax of one specific language, the textbook may teach the logic of programming using pseudocode. Let's look at a very simple example. Let's say a bank customer wants to use an ATM to withdraw $100 cash from her account. You need a program for the ATM to check the customer's balance and determine if there's enough money in the account. The pseudocode would look something like this. You don't need to be a programmer to understand this code. In fact, if you were to read up this code, it almost sounds like regular English. On the other hand, the logic and structure is starting to look a lot like code. The example illustrates some of the basic aspects of pseudocode. First, every instruction is printed on a new line. The logic of the problem needs to be broken down into small steps that are very specific. Second, pseudocode uses some key programming terms such as if and else. The use of if-else is a fundamental construct in programming known as a selection or decision statement. Based on a condition, only one of multiple options is carried out. Every programming language uses these types of if-else constructs. However, the details on exactly how this logic is implemented will vary among languages. When you are writing pseudocode, you don't worry about those differences and focus on the general logic. Third, individual lines of pseudocode often start with action words that tell you to do something, as you might expect for a series of instructions. Verbs like print, read, calculate are common. These verbs correspond closely